We're ready for some football, and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Tonight should be a good one, Brock, as we honor John Madden with our Thanksgiving celebration series between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And away we go from East Rutherford. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. To the air, Taylor. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's good for a New York first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On first down, here comes Hall. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Hall takes it straight ahead. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Here's Hall once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play. To the air on 3rd and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And they take this in for the score. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Well, that right there, partner, that is not a team who looks like it is a steep underdog. That is exactly the type of start they needed. And gotta imagine being in their old building might be playing a part in it.
Yeah, and we know that home field advantage really benefits the defense more than the offense. As an offense, you just want to do your part. You want to light the fire and let those fans really let their voice be heard. Should benefit their defense immensely.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And And the Jets will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets 7, Falcons nothing.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out now in his 14th season, Brock. That's not bad for a fourth-rounder out of Michigan State back in 2012, huh? It is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's tackled for a short gain. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Got a man, it's Drake London. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They will not get another playoff. We're at the end of one. 7-0 is our score. More from MetLife coming right up. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They start out with 3rd and 4. Cousins now off the play fake. Right side reeled in by Pitts. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. There's the fake. Cousins to throw. Throw left side. Complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Now Cousins again. Pitts brings it in. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Try and run here with Robinson. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and that's a Falcon first down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Out of the gun, Cousins. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. And things tougher now with 3rd and long. Oh, and how well he's slinging at this opening drive, Brock. Not sure we expected to see an incompletion, but his perfect start ends at 5 for 5.
Yeah, kind of the feeling out process, right? I think you find this with defensive coordinators a whole bunch, trying to figure out what that script is on the other side.
Jets bringing pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Well, Brock, this game, like all of our games this week, one piece of our John Madden Thanksgiving celebration weekend. A way that the NFL and all of us here at EA Sports honor a legendary figure in the history of this game on a holiday he held dear. So for Brock, myself, everybody on our great EA Sports crew, hope you had an excellent Thanksgiving, everybody, and a great weekend of football. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Here's Taylor to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
3rd and 8.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side, Taylor has it. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Back deep for the Falcons, Jamal Agnew. Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. The Falcons taking the field for their 2nd drive. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they might be able to put a little something together here. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Cousins. Caught quickly on the slant. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's caught by Mooney. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good enough for Atlanta first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. London going to motion over right. 1st and 10. Cousins finds his back. It's Robinson. Small gain down to the 23. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Cousins throwing again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Kid, I don't think there's any question this is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Big thank you to our guy Scott Hansen and the gang down in Orlando. Got a close one here, Brock, as our second half gets underway. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First call here coming from the shotgun. To the air, Cousins. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First and 10 from the 43. A handoff for Robinson, running right. Escapes a defender. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Going to the ground again on first. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Throwing on third, Cousins. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
10, Jets 7.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jets offense now set to take over. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. New York to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
A gain of 39
A pickup there of 39. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Trying to throw this from the gun. A throw left side finds Johnson. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And it's good for a New York first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has room into the secondary, and he's across the goal line for a touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
Falcons now to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets take a 4-point lead.
Jets 14, Falcons 10.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Here's Agnew on the return. Jukes away from one. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. It's Falcons football. A nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. New set of downs for him from the 31. First play's a design run. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
First down from the 42. Another carry for Robinson. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Cousins, a quick throw, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Falcons needing 4 points. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now it's Cousins. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
10 more yards. Complete to Jamal Agnew. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Running left is Robinson. He's dropped a big stop in a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
At the 25-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Little off centers, man, just couldn't adjust to it.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Here he is to throw. Has it in close. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Setting up to pass. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute.
Touchdown, Falcons.
So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Set to kick off.
On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now here comes the New York offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Looking to throw. Taylor. He's going to tuck it and run. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. To the air, Taylor. It's caught left side by Mitchell. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Here's Taylor to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He gets it again to Mitchell. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, and he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Cousins out of the pistol here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Here he is to throw. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. Well, as fun as it would have been, unlikely that we were going to see a walk-off punt return touchdown there. And now with no time remaining, we're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Mongu now to return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jets out to begin another drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled. Well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And 4th and 4 coming up.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Falcons ready for their next possession. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, now the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Offense to the line, trips left, here comes 1st and 10. Now it's his turn in overtime. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
We've set it down from 37. On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. Back to Pitts it goes. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Falcons, 1st down. A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Putting the tight end in motion. First down throw for Cousins. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, they need 7. It's Cousins once more. Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Jets going to the dime set ahead of this third down. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. Extra man in the secondary for the Jets now. Third down. Man in motion here. Third down give to Robinson. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
A 3-yard loss.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
So out now comes the punter. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. Looks to be at about the 17-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love
that. It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
Taylor now. Oh, big interception here. Jordan Fuller comes up with it. And the Falcons get it back on the fringes of field goal range. They're at the 41. So the chance was there. Any points, Brock, on the drive would have won them this game. But instead, and I can't remember the last time I saw this, but we've got a 4th possession of overtime coming up following that interception.
Yeah, we keep talking in this booth after every possession how much gas can be left in the tank, but then somebody comes through and makes the play to try to will their team forward.
So first down from the 41. Out of the gun, Cousins. Short pass brought in. And this one does not go far.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
The Falcons take a timeout to their final one, as they'll have none remaining in OT. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now it's Cousins. To the right side and reeled in by London. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Zane Gonzalez. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. From the right hash, this is going to be a 51-yarder. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for Brock Eward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons, as we say so long from New York.